Hi, I'm Gina, and if you've ever found yourself giving up on the things you say you want to do, then you need to watch this, because today I'm going to talk to you about why that happens, why it's not your fault, and how to finally break that pattern by using some simple tips that I followed to help me stick at 3 things that I really want you to achieve. If you've ever tried something once and immediately decided it wasn't for you, you're in the right place. And the good news is you're not failing. You're just human, and our brains are pretty much wired to resist change. So why do we set our minds on achieving something? And then when the going gets a little bit tough, we throw the towel in, and then we beat ourselves up for not being able to stick at anything. Well, there are quite a few reasons, and number 3 in this list is the biggest culprit. So the first one is that not so little thing called instant gratification. Nowadays, we live in a world where everything is instant, don't we? One-click delivery, instant streaming, instant answers to everything. You want to know something, you just ask Google. There are so many things in our everyday world that we don't have to wait for to see results. Secondly, we think failure means stop. Failure is actually feedback when you think about it. It's data, it's just a sign to adjust, not abandon. Number 3, here's the biggie. Your brain just absolutely loves comfort. Anything new pretty much feels uncomfortable. So your brain tries to drag you back to what's familiar. It's almost like your brain is comfortable being uncomfortable, strange as that might sound. It thinks it's keeping you safe in what feels familiar, but instead it's keeping you stuck. Number 4, we don't take time to consider how long something might take, and we underestimate the messy middle. I love this quote from Robin Sharma. He says, "Change is hard at first, messy in the middle, gorgeous at the end." But what we all do, though, when we're at the start of some personal goal, we imagine there's this straight line from start to success. But there's always a messy middle, always. And it's because your brain is catching up with the changes you're trying to make. And it always seems a little bit tougher than it actually is. Pushing through that is the only way through. And the journey is totally worth it. But the middle bit is where most people give up. But the thing is, every time you give up, you're disconnecting from the person you want to be. Not forever, but it's long enough to start doubting that version of you even exists. Me, I used to give up constantly. I'd try something once and it wouldn't click. So I think, no, not for me. I tried meditation for about 5 minutes. I got a bit bored. So I decided I simply wasn't built for inner peace. Every new routine I tried, honestly, if it didn't transform my life in 48 hours, I'd just bin it. It would be like, nope, not doing that now. I don't feel any different. I'm done. But now, after putting a few little changes in place, which I'll talk about a little bit later, I meditate every day. I've given up drinking for over a year, and I'm almost fluent in Italian. And these are all things I wanted to do for years, but I always quit when it felt a bit tough. I know those things are personal to me, and they might not do it for you, and that's fair enough. But the steps to achieving what it is you really want are the same as the ones I used, and I'll be talking about those soon. The truth is, the first attempt at anything is supposed to feel awkward if you've not done it before. And that's literally how learning works. We just forget that because we only ever see people online posting the polished version of everything. We don't see their struggle or climb to get there. So if you want to break that cycle of stopping and starting, then here are a few things to try. Give them a go. Firstly, expect the awkward phase, that messy middle I spoke about earlier. Normalise being bad at things. Nothing is going to feel natural at first, and every expert, if you think about it, was once just a beginner who didn't quit. Number 2, try the version 2 rule. I used to assume that if something didn't work for me the first time, then it didn't work at all. But what I didn't do is I never stopped to think, maybe I just needed a different version of it that suited me. So if something doesn't work, don't quit. Seriously, just try a different way. You're an individual, and those one-size-fits-all routines, really aren't one size fits all at all. The same system isn't going to work for everyone, just makes sense. It's trial and error, like most things in life. If one way doesn't work for you, then try a different way. Try a different workout, try a different journaling method, for example, a different morning routine. And remember, no one knows you better than you do, so just find a different approach that works for you. Number 3, track your effort, not results. Stay in the moment, focus on the effort you're putting in, and the results will come. And celebrate consistency, not perfection. You're not perfect, no one is. Number 4, lower the starting bar and make the first step tiny. Instead of, I'll do 50 push-ups every day, perhaps start with 5 and build over time. Instead of, I'll meditate for 20 minutes, try, I'll sit quietly for 60 seconds. Start small and build from there. Number 5, reward yourself. Set yourself daily or weekly goals and reward yourself when you reach them. Then there's number 6, and it's a bit of a mind trick, this one, but it really works. Stop saying, I'll try, and instead say, I will. Every time you say, I'll try, you give your brain a get out clause. Saying I will sends a direct message to your brain that what you want is non-negotiable. And if your brain tries to tell you to stop or tells you that you can't, tell it to pipe down. If you find it hard to quieten those thoughts that tell you to stop, just breathe and remember, they're just thoughts. You don't have to act on them. Let them pass and refocus. And finally, number 7, and this one's really important, be kind with yourself. You're trying to retrain your brain to do something different. It's possibly even something you've never done before. And there's going to be times when you falter because you're human. And if you trip, it's okay. If you miss a day or a goal, that's also okay. Just don't give up. Keep sending that message to your brain that this is non-negotiable and one slip is not going to stop you. So to summarise, embrace that messy middle. Try different ways until you find one that works for you. Track your effort, not results. Start with teeny tiny steps. Reward yourself. Say I will instead of I'll try. And be kind with yourself always. There are so many moments in life where it feels easier to stop, when the first hurdle convinces us something isn't meant for us. But there are other moments where we push just that little bit further, and that tiny bit of persistence changes everything. Not because anyone has it all figured out, who does? But because staying with the process long enough reveals what's waiting on the other side of that uncomfortable beginning. And that's literally really all any of us need. A little patience past the wobble and a willingness to keep moving even when it feels a bit messy. So as the new year rolls in, here's my challenge to you. Don't reinvent yourself. Don't pressure yourself. Don't expect perfection. Just give yourself a second chance. Trip over that first hurdle. Laugh, get up, keep going. Seriously, just keep going. You don't need a perfect start. You just need a start. And that little bit of patience past that first wobble. So let me know in the comments, what's one thing you want to give a second chance to this coming year? And if any of this resonated, then drop a like and subscribe for more videos to help you stay connected to others, yourself and your goals. And in the meantime, be real and feel real. See you soon.